Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Quickora Global. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about UK slammed with two massive migration overhauls, millions affected. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. The UK government unveiled its most radical immigration overhaul in a generation on November 20th, 2025. Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood's Earned Settlement White Paper introduces two cornerstone changes that will affect millions of migrants already in the country. The new 10-year settlement rule. The standard route to indefinite leave to remain jumps from 5 years to 10 years for almost all work, study, and family visa holders. This directly hits the 2.6 million people who arrived legally since 2021 under the old points-based system. Overnight, their expected path to permanent residency has doubled. To qualify, migrants must now show 10 continuous years of national insurance contributions, no criminal record, English at A-level standard, and 0 debts to the state. Benefit usage. Even longer pathways. The second big shift links settlement directly to welfare use. Less than 12 months of benefits in total, 10-year route. 12 to 24 months of benefits, 15-year route. More than 24 months, up to 20 years. The longest in Europe. Non-citizens will also lose access to almost all benefits and social housing until they reach full citizenship, ending the current practice of granting benefits after ILR. Faster tracks for high-value contributors. To soften the blow, certain groups get settlement credits. NHS doctors, nurses, and care workers can reduce the wait to 5 years. Successful entrepreneurs and global talent visa holders can settle in 3 to 5 years if they hit revenue or innovation targets. Workers earning over £73,000 automatically qualify for accelerated routes. Inspiration from Denmark. The UK is openly copying Denmark's contribution-based model, which cut asylum grants by 80% and introduced 8-year settlement periods tied to employment and language. Critics point out the UK has twice Denmark's migrant population share and a far larger economy, dependent on foreign labor in healthcare, tech, and hospitality. Who wins? Who loses in 2025? Winners: high-earning professionals, NHS staff, startup founders. Losers: low-paid workers in care, retail, or hospitality. Anyone hit by redundancy or illness, refugees, families waiting for reunion. For the 2.6 million post-2021 arrivals, 2025 is a wake-up call. Many will need to upskill, switch jobs, or accept decades without full rights. The message from the Labour government is unambiguous. Long-term belonging must be earned through sustained economic contribution, not simply by turning up. Migrants to UK will not get benefits until becoming citizens under new plans. In one of the most far-reaching immigration reforms in modern British history, the Labour government has declared that living permanently in the UK is no longer a predictable outcome of time served, but a privilege that must be earned through money, skills, language, volunteering, and, above all, never claiming benefits. At the heart of the changes, unveiled by Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood, is a complete redrawing of the road to settlement and citizenship. The old standard route of 5 years to indefinite leave to remain has been doubled to 10. Migrants will stay excluded from almost all benefits until they take the additional step of becoming full British citizens, an expensive and uncertain process that usually adds several more years. The government is introducing a deliberately stratified system. High earners, entrepreneurs, and investors will be able to settle in as little as 3 years. Doctors and nurses working directly for the NHS will keep something close to the old 5-year track. Everyone else faces much longer waits. The more than 600,000 overseas health and care workers who arrived after Boris Johnson relaxed the rules in 2022, along with their families, will normally have to wait 15 years before they can even apply for permanent status. If any adult or dependent in the household has claimed benefits for a year or more, that jumps to 25 years. For people who arrived irregularly by small boat across the channel, hidden in lorries, or by overstaying visas, the wait can stretch to 30 years, a period so long that, for all practical purposes, it removes the possibility of ever gaining secure status in Britain. Faster settlement can be earned by ticking additional boxes. demonstrating advanced English, regular community volunteering, and, crucially, having no recourse to public funds whatsoever. In other words, the low-paid, the sick, the disabled, single parents, or anyone hit by redundancy will be punished with extra decades of insecurity. The proposals have provoked outrage from charities, unions, and migration experts. Refugee organizations warn that people who have fled war and persecution will be trapped in limbo at the very moment they most need stability. Trade unions point out that many of the care workers now facing 15 to 25-year waits were the same people applauded for keeping hospitals and care homes running through COVID. Academics highlight the risk of thousands of mixed-status families in which British-born children have full rights while their parents remain deportable for decades. Politically, the timing is unmistakable. With Nigel Farage's Reform UK eating into Labour's working-class support, a group of Blue Labour MPs have begun openly positioning Shabana Mahmood as a future party leader who understands voter anxiety about immigration. Next week's budget will reinforce the crackdown when Chancellor Rachel Reeves announces a new £1 million task force to raid car washes, nail bars, and takeaways suspected of employing people illegally. The consultation runs until February 12, 2026, but the direction is clear. Britain is shifting from one of the shortest and most predictable paths to permanent residence in the developed world to one of the longest, most expensive, and most class-divided. That is all for today in this video. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.